Today on Good Morning Maine, a lawsuit against Maine State Police has been filed, alleging instances of troopers using excessive force.
Plus, we'll also break down question 1, which goes further than requiring voter ID before Mainers can cast their votes.
And state lawmakers are urging the Trump administration to restore educational signs in Acadia National Park. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Janessa Bishop.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you so much for joining us. There were also a bunch of festivals and different events throughout the weekend.
Fall festivals.
We'll take a look back at some of those. But first, to check out your forecast. It's not going to feel like fall today, folks. In fact, it's going to feel more like late July.
Right.
Temperatures perhaps record-setting today, getting up around 85. Nuts.
Wild.
Yeah, I already took the air conditioner out of the window, too.
I did, too, so I don't have it.
Just have to suffer today, I guess.
Let's turn things over to meteorologist Chase Ropanek.
Thank you very much. Your first weather this morning is brought to you by SR1. Visit SR1 in Herman, Turner, Manchester, and Orono. We have the best prices on trailers, campers, tractors, heavy equipment, and more. SR1 Companies, where New England's largest selection meets unbeatable prices. All right, here we are for lows this morning. We're looking at mid-50s here in Bangor. You're seeing that low to mid-50s along your coastline. Rockland at 52 for this morning, but otherwise a very warm morning in Greenville, starting off your morning at 62. And we're looking to break some record highs out there for today. Keep in mind, here in Bangor, our record is 84 degrees, last set in 1946. And even though the models here are showing 83, I'm forecasting 85 for today. So I'm thinking we're going to beat that record. But out there for today, the reason why we're going to beat it, we're going to see lots of sunshine out there, not just in Bangor, but all across the state. Maybe a few high clouds will move in the evening, but otherwise plenty of sunshine this afternoon to support those warm temperatures with southwest winds as well. As we continue on into your Tuesday, you'll slowly see increasing cloud cover with some much needed rain making its way in Tuesday night into your Wednesday, and temperatures look to really cool off then. But throughout this morning and into your afternoon, you're going to see plenty of sunshine out there, winds from the southwest, and highs looking to break that record, jumping into the mid-80s.
Thank you, Chase. Authorities continue to investigate a weekend crash that killed a person in Topsom. Authorities say the crash happened just before 11 o'clock on Saturday night on Route 196 near the Merrymeeting Bridge. Upon arrival, officers immediately began performing life-saving efforts on a 23-year-old male passenger from one of the vehicles. According to the Topsom Police Department, the man was taken to the Mid-Coast Hospital in Brunswick, where he later was pronounced dead. The drivers of the vehicles, a 34-year-old man operating a pickup truck and a 25-year-old female operating an SUV, were taken to the Maine Medical Center in Portland with serious injuries. Police say a preliminary investigation indicates one vehicle crossed the center line into the oncoming lane, resulting in a head-on collision. No names have been released, but the crash still remains under investigation.
Meanwhile, authorities are investigating a possible arson case in the town of Oakfield. According to the fire marshal's office, the fire occurred at 707 River Road in Oakfield at around 9 p.m. Thursday night, damaging a mobile home and several other structures on the property. Authorities say the investigators on scene Friday suspected the fire may have been intentionally set. Anyone with information is being asked to contact the arson tip line at 1-888-870-6162, or you can contact the Holton Regional Communications Center.
Investigators have determined the cause of a fire that badly damaged a home in Booth Bay Harbor on Saturday. According to the State Fire Marshal's office, crews responded to a structure fire at 79 Western Avenue in Booth Bay Harbor shortly after 2:30 Saturday morning. Crews were able to bring the fire under control, but the home still sustained significant damage. Officials say no one was at the home at that time and nobody was injured. Following an investigation, it was determined the fire was electrical in nature and originated from the backside of the residence.
A Chelsea woman says the Maine State Police have a pattern of failing to properly investigate and discipline troopers in cases of excessive force. Marie Searless is the individual who filed the lawsuit. In court documents, she claims Trooper Hunter Belanger arrested her without reasonable or probable cause and then body slammed her to the ground when she says she didn't pose a risk to anyone. According to those documents, Searless claims he later slammed her body onto the hood of a cruiser while she was detained in handcuffs. According to Searless, Trooper Belanger's supervisor, Lieutenant Aaron Turcott, allowed the trooper to get away with similar conduct 2 months before he allegedly assaulted her. We reached out to the Maine State Police spokesperson, Shannon Moss. She says, quote, given the pending litigation, we cannot provide comment at this time. Searless attorneys were also unavailable for comment.
Meanwhile, with Election Day just over a month away, campaign signs are popping up all across Maine. One you've likely noticed a lot lately is for question 1. But what does a yes or no vote actually mean? Our Alex Schley spoke with experts on both sides and has those details.
One of the most talked about issues on Maine's ballot this November is question 1. The referendum asks voters, do you want to change Maine's election law to eliminate two-day absentee voting, prohibit requests for absentee ballots by phone or family members, and ongoing absentee voter status for seniors and people with disabilities, ban prepaid postage on absentee ballot return envelopes, limit the number of drop boxes, require voters to show certain photo ID before voting, and make other changes to our elections. Those campaigning for a no vote say the biggest impact would be on absentee voting.
In the 2024 election, 45% of Maine voters cast their ballots with absentee voting. So this is a secure system that's used by over half of the state.
With Maine already among the states with the highest voter turnout, opponents argue the limitations would be felt more in the rural communities.
So Maine is an incredibly rural state, which we all know. For a lot of portions of the state, it can be really hard to get to their polling place. So for folks who maybe have to travel far distance, for folks who don't have really good paved roads to travel on, for folks who don't have reliable transportation, absentee voting is really, really critical for them.
On the other side, the campaign pushing for a yes vote focuses on photo ID requirement.
Is really very straightforward. It simply ensures that every eligible voter will have the opportunity to vote, whether by absentee or in person, upon showing proof of identification.
Supporters note that 36 other states have similar laws, saying it's about trust in the system.
This is a common sense policy that ensures that folks have faith that their vote counts, that their voice matters, and that when they're going to the polls, that their vote is absolutely secure.
Alex Schley reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Applications are now open for Maine-based organizations to receive grant funding amid the opioid epidemic. The Penobscot County Opioid Settlement Fund grant was launched by the Penobscot County Commissioner's Office. They say it's designed to support local programs fighting the epidemic through prevention, treatment, harm reduction, and recovery services within Penobscot County. The office says they've designated up to $400,000 for awards in 2026. Applications will be accepted for one-year funding and structured across 3 tiers. Applicants must be Maine-based organizations providing services in Penobscot County. The deadline for applications is November 15th.
Maine has a new law that will help federal workers during a government shutdown. Representative Christy Matheson of Kittery sponsored the bill, which the legislature passed earlier this year. LD 874 went into effect last week. It provides eligible federal employees in Maine access to voluntary, no-interest loans during any partial or full government shutdown lasting more than 7 consecutive days. Eligible employees can receive up to 3 loans during a shutdown. Each loan can equal the worker's monthly take-home pay minus any unemployment benefits, with a maximum of $6,000 per loan. Matheson says, quote, federal employees in Maine are the backbone of many essential and specialized services, from maintaining public buildings and transportation infrastructure to building Navy submarines in Kittery. Government shutdowns mean that these workers will continue to provide those services, but might not be getting paid for a long time. This bill will provide workers with a lifeline.
State lawmakers are urging the Trump administration to restore educational signs at Acadia National Park. The removal came after the administration's executive order aimed at, quote, restoring truth and sanity to American history. The signs were located near some of Acadia's most popular locations and provided visitors with information about climate change and the history of the Wabanaki people. 11 Maine lawmakers signed a letter on Friday which says in part, quote, the removal of these signs doesn't just increase the risk of damage to these precious natural resources, it also denies all visitors the opportunity to fully learn about the land that they're walking on.
A ribbon-cutting ceremony was held on Friday for a permanent helipad in Bar Harbor. The helipad, located at 349 Main Street, will be used to enhance Lifelight of Maine's life-saving work by allowing helicopters to land closer to Mount Desert Island Hospital, reducing transport time for critically ill or injured patients. Previously, Lifelight would land on a baseball field or the Bar Harbor Ferry Terminal, weather depending. The project has been in the works for years, and construction officially began earlier this summer. The president and CEO of MDI Hospital says the new helipad is a vital resource for the island community that ensures patients will be transported quickly and safely in moments where every second counts.
An Ellsworth City Councilor is urging his fellow council members to return a family's equity that was taken by the city during a home foreclosure sale. Our Doug Banks spoke with that councilor and has the details.
On the corner of Oak and Main in Ellsworth, there's a large shipping container with a banner urging the city to return a family's equity.
I put right to the penny what the amount is.
And it was put up
Last Friday afternoon.
By this man, Stephen O'Halloran, a city councilor and owner of P.E. O'Halloran. His reasoning for it dates back over 5 years when a man was given this home, 16 5th Street in Ellsworth, from his parents' will.
Mr. Karst will openly admit that he didn't handle it correctly. He couldn't afford the taxes and he avoided paying the taxes.
He says in 2022, a neighbor of Mr. Karst was interested in purchasing the property. Upon arriving at City Hall, the neighbor and Mr. Karst learned that his house had already been foreclosed on 2 years prior, and it was under city ownership. According to O'Halloran, the city had returned mail receipts of the foreclosure, but it was signed post-master COVID, meaning Mr. Karst was left in the dark about the entire foreclosure process until it was too late. Soon after, councilors at the time voted to put the property out to a sealed bid.
I voted against putting it out to sealed bid because I wasn't convinced in my heart that Mr. Karst knew that he had lost the property. He knew he owed the taxes. He openly admitted he did wrong. He wasn't trying to hide anything, but that's what took place.
The house was eventually sold through a public auction in late March of 2023 for around $148,500. From that, he says the city kept its compensation amount of around $19,000, but also kept the Karst family's equity of $117,907.99.
I've heard the clerk say it's illegal for us to give the money back.
The sale was made prior to a Supreme Court ruling about a similar situation in Minnesota, which resulted in the family having its equity returned to them from the government. O'Halloran says he's made attempts in the past to bring this issue to his own council, but
the council sat silent.
O'Halloran says the topic of returning the Karst family equity is on the agenda for the upcoming November City Council meeting.
I'm not talking about what's legal and what's not legal. What I'm talking about is fairness. And it's not fair that we sit here and keep that family's money.
In Ellsworth, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The time now is 8:13. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, Maine General Health Day of Hope was hosted in Augusta over the weekend to celebrate and support cancer survivors.
We'll tell you all about it, but first another check of the forecast. A beautiful day ahead today with sunny skies and perhaps record high temperatures near 85 degrees. Tonight will be mostly clear with lows dropping down to the mid-50s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with highs around 78. Oh, it's going to cool off tomorrow.
It is.
We'll be back with more right after this.
Autumn of Life Home Care is a great place to work. The team here provided me with all the opportunities and experience necessary to grow within the company, all while working around my busy college schedule. They provided all the necessary licensing and training. It truly was the job that kickstarted my career.
Autumn of Life Home Care is a licensed agency with personal support specialists.
Let our compassionate, reliable, considerate caregivers make your life a little easier by providing assistance for you or your loved one.
Autumn of Life Home Care. We focus on you.
You live in vacation land, right? Then get out and vacation, why don't you? And do it in style by renting an RV from Maine Campo Rentals. Fully furnished, fully insured, ready to roll out and explore. Or maybe you have relatives visiting you. Save your marriage, save the hotel expense, put them up in an affordable RV from Maine Campo Rentals. We'll deliver to Acadia and local campgrounds too. Call or visit online at MaineCampoRentals.com. Put away that cell phone and discover vacation land with Maine Campo Rentals in Brewer.
We're lucky to live in Maine. We have a wealth of natural resources, hardworking people, and time for the things that matter. Mechanical Services is all about Maine, with energy efficiency that protects our environment and helps businesses grow. Preventive maintenance and energy solutions that save money. How Maine is that? Mechanical Services. We're everywhere you are in Maine.
What have we got? It's a hell of a way to die, Chief.
So how's life in a small town?
Keep your eyes wide open, same as your mind.
You want a chance to solve everyone's crimes.
And now you're lying. And I'll find out the truth one way or the other.
New blood is so important.
She found a dead body on her beach. It's the opposite of normal.
You think we'll ever be normal?
Do we want to be normal?
Murder in a Small Town. All new Tuesdays on Fox. And watch anytime on Hulu.
More than 1,000 people were at the Augusta Civic Center on Saturday to celebrate and to support cancer survivors, fighters, and their caregivers. Saturday's event was Maine General Health's Day of Hope celebration and fundraiser, which brought in more than $202,000 for the expansion of their center, their cancer center there. They say the annual event included a 1.8-mile walk, health screenings and education, healthy cooking demonstrations, a kids zone, and more.
The Maine Veterans Home of Bangor is celebrating 30 years of supporting those who served. Our Callie Warren has that story.
Like I said, they go out of their way, to accommodate you. It's really nice.
Those accommodations have been helping local veterans for the past 3 decades.
Yeah, it's just warm our heart. You see the smile, you see everyone here. It's just feel good.
The Maine Veterans Homes of Bangor has been providing both rehabilitation and residential care services for 30 years now.
Well, good. I was all excited about the party because I'm a party man from the beginning, so I wanted to see what was going on.
And held a celebration for residents, staff, and family alike to commemorate the anniversary.
I'm touched, and I'm so glad to see all our residents and family all come here to make this celebration success.
Yes, I think the response is a true reflection of our attempt at thanking our community and just a reflection of really enriching our residents' lives every day.
Those residents say they enjoy the experience.
When they were looking for a place for me to have rehabilitation, as they thought of this place, so I said, yeah, why not? I'll meet up the old veterans, I count them old veterans. I'm old too. I'm 85 years old. And when I really get old, I think I'll be back again.
Giving the residents a chance to celebrate having this facility be open for 30 years. It's nice to see the camaraderie.
Some staff members have been there the full 30 years, including outpatient receptionist Tammy Badger.
You go home every day knowing that you made a difference in someone's life every second of the day.
Who says the teamwork among staff is one of the biggest secrets to 30 years of success.
Been through a lot, seen a lot of changes. Most of the things happening right now are wonderful. Everybody's working together and filling in spots when we have new patients, new people, new staff. It's just everybody pulls together and does what they need to when they are needed. They always have.
In Bangor, Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
It's a great facility, and it's really helping some local veterans stay local. Before that, they had to go to other places and things like that.
It's a good feel-good story,
I love
sure.
Ed Soktoma, too. He's a party guy, and he looks forward to the next party there, too.
The time now is 8:19. After the break, Bangor's Fall Sidewalk Art Festival returned to Central Street on Saturday, welcoming dozens of vendors.
We'll take a look at that. Plus, a federal judge temporarily blocked the Trump administration from sending National Guard troops to Oregon. Those stories and more straight ahead on Good Morning Maine.
Black Bear Nation, it's football season. Join us for all the excitement of game day in Orono. For tickets to all Black Bear games, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-2327. Go Blue!
Craving something delicious? Welcome to High Street Market, located at 167 Enfield Road in Lincoln. Breakfast options? Grab a cup of coffee and try one of our sandwiches or burritos. When breakfast is over, we're just getting started. Pizza, subs, burgers, and pastries. Come get lost in Danny's Beer Cave. Order online and save 10% off your first order. High Street Market, where your taste buds go to party.
Keep your feet on the ground, they said. So many people have told you you can't. They say you don't listen. So you don't listen to them. You rise to your moment. It feels like every idea is crystal clear. It feels like every line, every angle is perfect. It feels like you are at the top of your game with high-speed, reliable, no-stress Fidium fiber internet.
It feels like Fidium.
Time to get clean!
Yes, but that liquid detergent leaves you covered in harsh chemical residue. Not Earth Breeze. Just one sheet gives you a powerful clean.
Switch now at earthbreeze.com.
Sometimes change can be good.
But I don't like change.
Just because you look older doesn't mean you're any less special.
Okay, but I am the best. And I am a man. Just listen to my voice.
Weekdays at 4 on Fox 22.
Welcome back, everyone. The town of Bucksport is experiencing a big boom in business.
Our Callie Warren explains.
The summer tourist season may be over, but Bucksport is just starting to get busy as new businesses and amenities open in the town.
It's great for our community to have so many different choices.
One of those choices is a new and fully accessible playground that locals hope will draw families from all over the area.
There's not many communities with an ADA playground. Our expectation is to draw people from the Belfast area, the Ellsworth area, the Bangor area to our community to utilize the playground.
The design was chosen by local kids for local kids.
We were in student council, so we were part of the people who voted to pick this design.
2 new restaurants are also arriving in the town after closures earlier in the year.
Both McLeod's and Glenn's Place closed towards the beginning of this year, so there was some little uncertainty.
Taking over the McLeod spot downtown is Stowaway's Town Tavern, which opened Friday and has seen no shortage of patrons.
And we've had a lot of people show up today, which was very unexpected to be so busy.
We actually had folks come in for lunch or coming back for dinner. It's got such a really neat vibe here, and the people are really great.
Diners say they think it could be a new draw for Bucksport. Enjoying it so far, you guys think you're going to come back?
Oh, yeah. We'll be back, no doubt. He's got our favorite beer, too. He's got Allagash.
That's all that matters? That's all you need?
That's all that matters.
The museum inside the former Bucksport paper mill will be opening later in October, and multiple community events are planned throughout the rest of the year.
We look forward to seeing everyone in Bucksport.
In Bucksport, Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Always something going on in Bucksport. They have the Ghostport celebration coming up here pretty soon. It's a really good example of a former mill town that reinvented itself.
Yeah, it's really cool for me to see the playground because I did the story on when they first tore it down. So it's cool to, see that come to fruition.
Now you see kids actually playing on the new one. Pretty neat.
The time now is 8:23. Let's get a full look at our weather forecast with meteorologist Chase Ropanak.
Thank you very much. Your main weather this morning is also brought to you by SR1 Companies. Visit SR1 in Herman, Turner, Manchester, and Orono. We have the best prices on trailers, campers, tractors, heavy equipment, and more. SR1 Companies, where New England's largest selection meets unbeatable prices. Out there for lows this morning, a pretty warm morning compared to times in the past for the beginning of October, right? We usually don't see mid-50s to start off our morning. We're seeing that here in Bangor, low to mid-50s along your coastline, and even 62 degrees to start off your morning in Greenville for today. This is setting up for record high temperatures out there. Low to mid-80s is definitely what we're going to see. Our record high is 84 degrees last set in 1946, and I got our forecast high for today at 85 because we got the sunshine out there. No clouds are going to be bothering us, and we're going to see southwest winds helping fuel in that warm air for today. So I think we're going to beat it. So we've been riding the roller coaster of temperatures, though. It is the fall season, right? You can see we've got some 60s in the past few weeks. We've had our fair share of 80s as well. We saw 80 yesterday, going for 85 for today, and then we'll end out this hot streak with the upper 70s going into tomorrow before we see some 60s and possibly even some 50s as well. That's going to be starting Wednesday, coming with some rain showers, so that's something that we definitely need, right? We have some extreme drought conditions. 58 for your Thursday, back near 60 on Friday. You can have a warm day compared to average. Here's our average, low 60s out there, right? So getting close to upper 60s on Saturday, but back near average for your Sunday. So this is what we're looking at for today. Plenty of sunshine, nothing out there to bother us. You're not going to see many clouds out there. If you do, maybe off to the northwest where you'll see some high clouds out there, and some of that can build up for tonight. Otherwise, mostly clear. Now we'll see mid-50s once again. And then here's that slowly increasing cloud cover for your Tuesday. We should stay dry during the day, but here's that much-needed rain we're going to see Tuesday night into your Wednesday. This will continue throughout your Wednesday morning, especially for areas in Bangor and further off to the east. Out there for today, 85 degrees for that high with that sunshine, and record high temps are to be had here in Bangor. For tonight, though, mostly clear. We'll see lows in the mid-50s. Winds from the south pretty light, right around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's a look at tomorrow. Highs in the upper 70s, so not as warm, but that's due to the increase in cloud cover. Going to stay dry throughout the day, but we could definitely see some rain going into tomorrow night. So here's the extended forecast. You'll see record highs for today, possible upper 70s for your Tuesday, and then here comes the cool down. 60 for Wednesday, coming with those rain showers, but then drying out Thursday and the Friday, upper 50s and low 60s then.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins. And all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Are plumbing problems giving you a headache? Look no further than Sprague's Plumbing Solutions. With more than 10 years' experience, Sprague's Plumbing Solutions has the knowledge to assist with your plumbing issues. Whether it's a service, remodel, new build, or commercial, we've got you covered. For reliable, professional plumbing services, call Sprague's Plumbing Solutions today for a free estimate. 951-1637. We're here to make your plumbing problems disappear. Dexter Regional High School has been named a finalist in the T-Mobile Friday Night Lights football giveaway, putting the school in the running for a grand prize of $1 million. We encourage everyone to vote for Dexter High at votedexter.com. Brought to you by McCusick Petroleum in Dover Foxcroft and Dexter Lumber.
At Women First Machias, we provide compassionate, full-scope women's health care for every stage of life. From advanced treatments like the Mona Lisa touch to rejuvenate delicate skin, to the O-Shot designed to enhance intimacy and pleasure, Women First Machias also offers bioidentical hormone pellet therapy, a natural solution for hormone imbalances, plus an online store with supplements for sleep, energy, and weight loss. We specialize in women's health, preparing expecting mothers and partners with education offered at the office, 24-hour access to the provider, and full-scope medical care for everything woman health and wellness related.
Now to the latest on the push by the White House to send National Guard troops to Democratic-governed cities. It comes after a federal judge temporarily blocked the administration from deploying units to Oregon. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington with the details.
Overnight, a ruling from a Trump-appointed federal judge temporarily blocking the deployment of any state's National Guard to Oregon. In a highly unusual emergency hearing Sunday night, the U.S. District Judge questioned if the Trump administration had circumvented her order a day earlier. It comes after the president defended his decision to deploy 200 California National Guard troops to Portland instead of using Oregon's own National Guard.
We send in the National Guard. You know what? We send in what's ever necessary.
We cannot normalize the approach he is taking with the military in our own country. It's not warranted. It is unlawful. It is un-American.
The Trump administration appealed the judge's order from Saturday to the Ninth Circuit, which had not responded yet. Meanwhile, over the weekend, federal officers in Portland faced off with protesters, firing pepper balls, flashbangs, and tear gas. Oregon's Attorney General asking protesters to gather peacefully as the case progresses through the court system.
Protest peacefully and be respectful to all of the dedicated law enforcement and National Guards members that serve our great state.
And in Chicago, the president now authorizing hundreds of Illinois National Guard troops to protect federal officials in Chicago. The governor of Illinois accusing the president of creating a war zone. The governor of Illinois is planning to speak later today, and in a statement, J.B. Pritzker saying, quote, "We must now start calling this what it is, Trump's invasion." Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Now for more in Oregon, protesters gather outside a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility in Portland on Sunday night. Video captured officers handcuffing and removing one protester after dozens confronted law enforcement. Multiple protesters were seen screaming at officers who urged them to back away. The protest comes as people in Oregon disapprove of President Trump's efforts to send federalized National Guard troops to Portland. Meanwhile, on Sunday, a federal judge blocked the Trump administration's attempt at moving any National Guard to Oregon. President Donald Trump has called Portland, quote, war-ravaged and a war zone. But state leaders say his claims are based off of images back in 2020 when protests filled the city for several months.
Well, now overseas to those high-stakes talks aimed at ending the war in Gaza. They're getting underway in Egypt today after Hamas agreed to parts of President Trump's peace plan. We turn things back over to Nicole D'Antonio for the story.
Just one day before the 2-year anniversary of the attack that ignited the war in Gaza, delegations from Hamas, Israel, and the U.S. will convene in Egypt today for indirect talks. It comes after Israeli airstrikes on Gaza over the weekend, killing dozens, even after President Trump called on Israel to stop the bombings. That demand coming after Hamas agreed to release all remaining hostages. President Trump appearing optimistic ahead of today's talks, but he warned Hamas that it will face complete obliteration if it refuses to give up control of Gaza.
It's a great deal for Israel. It's a great deal for the entire Arab world, Muslim world, and world. So we're very happy about it.
As part of a U.S.-brokered peace proposal, in addition to releasing hostages, Hamas agreeing to hand over the administration of the Gaza Strip to a Palestinian body, with support from Arab nations. In return, Israel would withdraw its military from Gaza completely and release Palestinian prisoners. A deal is not guaranteed. Israel has previously said that Hamas must agree to disarm, but the group has not said it is willing to do so. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says getting Hamas to disarm could pose a real challenge.
There are a lot of opportunities here for whoever wants to sabotage it to do so, and that includes Hamas, by the way, or elements linked to Hamas.
But for many in Israel, there is hope. Over the weekend, families of the hostages rallied in Tel Aviv as Netanyahu said he believed the hostages could be released in the coming days.
When will I see my brothers again? We are suspended between hope and dread. We have lived through Hamas lies before. We cannot let another deal collapse.
Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Well, the U.S. Senate will reconvene today with hopes of ending the government shutdown. They'll consider a number of spending bills with hopes of reopening the government.
Both sides are blaming each other for the shutdown. The Senate will meet at 3 this afternoon, and then we'll hold a vote later on the day. I believe it's expected to happen probably around 5:30 tonight, so we'll see what happens. There's not a lot of hope that they're going to make progress today because I believe the spending proposals are ones that are put forth by the Democrats, and Republicans hold the majority still. They also call for extending medical benefits for some people that the Republicans don't think should be eligible. So we'll see what they...
I'm sure we'll hear more about that tonight.
We certainly will.
Coming up on the second half of the newscast, Living History Days return to Bradley, giving visitors a glimpse into the past.
We'll take you along for the ride as Good Morning Maine continues.
At Darlings Ford in Bangor, lease an F-150 STX Super Crew 4x4, only $299 a month for 36 months, $62.99 total due at signing. You'll do better at Darlings.
Carpets looking tired, stained, or just plain dirty? It's time to call the pros. At CNR Carpet Cleaning, we use deep steam technology to remove dirt, odors, pet hair, and allergens fast. Fresh, clean carpets, healthier home. That's the CNR promise. Visit our Facebook page for a free estimate or call us today, 631-7380. Step into clean with C&R Carpet Cleaning.
Darlings Ford in Bangor has a great lease for you. Get a 2025 Ford Explorer Active 4x4, only $339 a month with $63.39 total due at signing. You'll do better at Darlings.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Monday, October 6th, 2025, and it is also World Cerebral Palsy Day.
This holiday reminds us that 17 million people are impacted by one of the most common physical disabilities. It's a group of lifelong neurological disorders that affect a person's ability to move, balance, and maintain posture due to damage to a developing brain. In fact, 1 in 500 infants is born with cerebral palsy. This holiday aims to shine a spotlight on the disorder with hope it will lead to a cure one day.
We hope it will too.
Yes.
I never realized it was that prevalent with
Me
so
either.
many people getting it every year.
Yeah.
And it's obviously, it depends on the person, how severe it is.
Right.
I had a good friend once that had cerebral palsy, and his body just would not communicate. His
Yeah.
brain doesn't communicate with his muscles. His brain was just fine. I mean, we
Right,
had the best
yeah.
conversations, just terrible things. So
Yeah.
we also hold out hope that they get a
Absolutely.
cure one of these days. All right, time for history. It was on this date back in 1866. Brothers John and Simeon Reno, what a great name, Simeon,
I like it.
staged the nation's first train robbery by making off with $13,000 in Jackson County, Indiana, after a train robbery. They were the first to stop a moving train to avoid interference from law enforcement. Their gang was eventually broken up by vigilante mobs, though, who lynched 10 of its members. Wow. In 1927, the era of talking motion pictures leapt forward with the opening of The Jazz Singers, starring Al Jolson. The film contained both silent and sound synchronized sequences. In 1961, President John F. Kennedy advised American families to build or buy bomb shelters to protect them in the event of a nuclear exchange with the Soviet Union. It was pretty common back then.
Right.
Some of those bomb shelters are still out there today.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It was just a different time. And in 1979, Pope John Paul II became the first pope to visit the White House during a week-long visit to the U.S.
And in 1981, Egyptian President Anwar Sadat was shot to death while reviewing a military parade. He was assassinated by members of the Egyptian Islamic Jihad after reaching a peace initiative with Israel following a historic meeting at Camp David. And in 2007, British adventurer Jason Lewis became the first to complete the first human-powered trip around the world. He used a specially designed paddle-powered boat for a journey that took 13 years and covered 46,000 miles.
Just incredible.
It's wild. And in 2010, the social media site Instagram was officially launched and had gained 25,000 users on the first day. And in 2014, the Supreme Court unexpectedly cleared the way for a dramatic expansion of gay marriage in the U.S. It rejected appeals from 5 states seeking to preserve their bans, effectively making such marriages legal in 30 states.
Meanwhile, for birthdays today, they include musician Kevin Cronin Jr. from REO Speedwagon. He's the lead singer. He is also 74 today. Actress Elizabeth Shue is 62, and actor Loan Grufford, I hope I pronounced that right, he is 52. I know him best as Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four. Of course, he's been in a lot of other things too.
Sure has.
But happy birthday to you also, if your birthday is today.
Let's turn things back over to meteorologist Chase Ruperneck.
Thank you very much. Your first weather this morning is brought to you by SR1. Visit SR1 in Herman, Turner, Manchester, and Orono. We have the best prices on trailers, campers, tractors, heavy equipment, and more. SR1 Companies, where New England's largest selection meets unbeatable prices. All right, here we are for lows this morning. We're looking at mid-50s here in Bangor. You're seeing that low to mid-50s along your coastline. Rockland at 52 for this morning, but otherwise a very warm morning in Greenville, starting off your morning at 62. And we're looking to break some record highs out there for today. Keep in mind, here in Bangor, our record is 84 degrees, last set in 1946. And even though the models here are showing 83, I'm forecasting 85 for today. So I'm thinking we're going to beat that record. But out there for today, The reason why we're going to beat it, we're going to see lots of sunshine out there, not just in Bangor, but all across the state. Maybe a few high clouds will move in the evening, but otherwise plenty of sunshine this afternoon to support those warm temperatures with southwest winds as well. As we continue on into your Tuesday, you'll slowly see increasing cloud cover with some much needed rain making its way in Tuesday night into your Wednesday, and temperatures look to really cool off then. But throughout this morning and into your afternoon, you're going to see plenty of sunshine out there, winds from the southwest, and highs looking to break that record, jumping into the mid-80s.
Thank you, Chase. This weekend in Bradley, the Maine Forest and Logging Museum hosted its annual Living History Days event, taking community members on a journey back in time. Situated on Blackman Stream, it's the one weekend a year volunteers demonstrate what early settler life was like. The event included things such as horse rides, blacksmith and seamstress demonstrations, and more. According to organizer Brian Harper, events like this help keep history and its stories alive.
A lot of that history gets lost over time. You know, as people age out or move on, those stories go away. So with having events like Living History Days, we can continue that tradition and pass that down.
Harper says Saturday had an impressive turnout with more than 900 people in attendance, which he says more than doubled the amount of people who attended last year.
Really is an incredible place.
It is. Still to come here this morning, Max Sturm with sports.
Don't go away.
Purple Coat Bangor is open and ready for business. Jump into the best products, pricing, and customer service in town. Join a growing community with monthly events, art and music nights, daily specials, and plenty of good vibes. Located at 431 Audlin Road, right off of 395. Stop by and check us out today.
Hi, I'm Tony Hafford from TC Hafford Basement Systems, the all things basement-y company. Basement waterproofing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. Since 1991, over 15,000 Maine homeowners have trusted TC Hafford Basement Systems to fix their basements. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basement-y.
Look at this guy.
What?
Yo, yo.
Sick car, man.
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Can I charge my phone?
Ooh. Hey, can I get the password for the Wi-Fi?
Oh, let's change the music.
Bose? Dang.
Have I got something in my teeth?
Oh.
Loaded with features for everyone.
Nice, man.
How it should be. The Hyundai Elantra. Now for a limited time, get 2.99% APR on the Hyundai Elantra. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Purple Coat Bangor is open and ready for business. Jump into the best products, pricing, and customer service in town. Join a growing community with monthly events, art and music nights, daily specials, and plenty of good vibes. Located at 431 Audlin Road, right off of 395. Stop by and check us out today.
Gotta be the best to beat the best, so we must be the best. Eyes on the prize when we in it. We can't see the rest. We stay on the grind when we in it. We don't need a rest.
Welcome back in, folks. Thanks for staying with us. Fresh off their first win of the season, the Maine Black Bears are looking to keep the ball rolling, and they traveled down to Bryant University in Rhode Island to take on the Bulldogs. And on their first drive, Maine got it going early as Carter Peavy laid a pass over the middle for Scott Woods, who turned on the Jets and went all the way 66 yards for the score to give Maine a 7-0 lead early on in this one. On Bryant's next drive, the ball was handed off and then fumbled by their running back, and right there to pick it up, who else but Latrell Couchman, the senior captain, and they set Maine up nicely in Bulldogs territory. Maine looking to extend their lead. Peavy throws over the middle for the end zone, but it's broken up by Dorian Helm to hold Maine to just a field goal on this drive. Maine is going to get back into scoring position, though. After a good return, they run an in around to Trevin Ewing, who goes completely untouched to the end zone. Maine goes on to win 34-14. The Husson University Eagles are looking to avenge a 3-game losing streak and they went down to Springfield, Massachusetts to take on Western New England and the Golden Bears. In the first quarter, the Golden Bears get into the end zone quickly, and they call upon running back Matt Lamontagne, who gets in for the score on the next Eagles drive. The defense jumps offside, so free play for Max Clark, who puts it up for Caden Crocker. He high points it and gets the Eagles a first down. They would fail to score on this drive, and on their next drive, pinned deep in their own zone, Clark reads through his options and throws right, but it's picked off. You can't really see it here, but it's picked off by Golden Bears corner DJ Gordon, who brings it all the way to the 1, and that sets up now another play for Lamontagne. You'll watch him run into the end zone for his second score. He finished the game with 3. WNE wins 35-10. Now let's roll it back to Maine now for some high school boys soccer action. The Old Town Coyotes face the Herman Hawks at home. Let's start here in the first half. The Hawks take a quick shot, but freshman goalie Avery Mitchell reacts well and makes the saves. But right after that, it's senior Connor Kelly who trips up, gets back on his feet, and from almost no angle is somehow able to get this past Mitchell for the score. Hawks are up 1-0. Later, there's another shot from the Hawks, and Mitchell jumps high to tip it, and it goes off the goalpost, but Kelly would earn a penalty shot coming up here, and he would go on to score that one to put the Hawks up 2-0 just in the first half, but it wouldn't end there. Fellow senior Carter Wiggin gets in on the action and lays one low for the score. Herman would go on to win this game 8-0. Now time to look at some other scores from around the state. In field hockey, Nokomis wins 3-0 over Lawrence. Looking at girls soccer, John Baps with an 8-0 win over Caribou. In football, York over Brewer 10-0. And then girls soccer, Hampton Academy 6-1 over Edward Little. The Red Sox season is officially over after their loss to the Yankees on Thursday, and the future of star third baseman Alex Bregman remains uncertain. Bregman joined the Sox earlier in 2025 and provided solid production for the team, hitting 18 home runs and 62 RBIs in just one season with the team. In a post-game interview, Bregman made it clear how much confidence he has in the potential of this young Red Sox team. What wasn't as clear was whether he would be a part of the franchise's future.
Proud of the fight in the room all year long. I feel like our team got better and better every step of the way, and the future's bright. Obviously, this sucks right now. This is brutal. We envision winning tonight and making a deep run, but proud of the fight in the room, proud of the guys. It was an honor to put on this jersey.
Sox definitely hope to have him back. That's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
It's your truck, the one that shows up, holds strong, and never quits. Built for long days, early mornings, and everything in between. Chevy, Ram, Ford, GMC.
Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover-Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance. Browse our inventory online or in person. Whether it's a car, truck, or SUV, we can put you in the vehicle that is right for you. Sales, service, and parts. Rowell's Garage, doing business the right way every day.
Come see us at R&K Variety in Hamden. R&K Variety is more than just a convenience store. With delicious homemade food made fresh daily, we offer hearty meals that don't break the bank. Whether it be our delicious chicken pot pie, our famous lasagna, or one of our savory soups, you can't go wrong at R&K Variety. Looking for a drink after work? R&K Variety is an agency liquor store with an impressive selection. R&K Variety, more than just a convenience store. We're your neighbor, chef, barista, and friend. Stop by today.
Fox Monday, Fox Monday. I think you mean James Day. Yes, plural. She's hosting a show where you guess a tune that'll make you think.
I can name that tune in one note.
What? That's how you do it. And she's hosting a show where a celebrity is the weakest link.
You're terrible people who suck at this game.
It's James Day.
It's your car, it's your SUV, it's your truck. Experience the pre-owned difference with a huge selection of over 500 used vehicles at Quirk Motor City Used Vehicle Center, 377 Hogan Road, Bangor. It's your car. Find it at Quirk Motor City.
For the fourth year in a row, the Laura Hoyt Pool Field in the town of Hamden was the place to be for families to experience a variety of vendors, food, and fun. The annual Hamden Fall Fest is put on by the town and its recreational department. According to Hamden's rec director, it began 4 years ago as a community building event, and yesterday was no different.
We are so happy with the turnout and everyone that seems to be having a great time, and we're hopefully going to have great weather next year and do it again.
McLaughlin says the festival included 40 vendors, 5 to 6 food trucks, games, laser tag, a bounce house, and more. Looks like they had a great time.
Yes, and Bangor's beloved Fall Sidewalk Art Festival welcomed dozens of vendors and hundreds of patrons to Central Street on Saturday. The event is hosted by the Downtown Bangor Partnership and serves as a kickoff to both autumn art events and holiday happenings around the city. There's a wide variety of art, jewelry, clothing, and more sold, alongside live music and food vendors. Organizers say this year's festival is one of the largest, with over 80 artists selling their handcrafted goods.
This is a beautiful mix of local folks from all around Maine and New England, and it's part of Maine Craft Weekend.
The city of Bangor is having Arttober as well for the month of October. This is kind of the kickoff weekend. There's tons of events happening all over the place.
More events will be happening throughout the month. Visit downtownbangor.com for more information.
Very nice. Island Heritage Trust has purchased a 48-acre parcel of land in Deer Isle, and they're now looking into how best to put it to use. According to Island Heritage Trust Executive Director Julia Zell, the nonprofit first became interested in purchasing that land after finding out there were plans to turn it into a high-end campground. She says there were concerns that the high use and turnover of campers would be detrimental to the local ecosystem, plants, and wildlife. Now the trust will begin planning the future of the property, and Zell says the trust wants the community's input.
That's the other exciting piece of this, is we're really looking to take this opportunity to engage even further with our community and different pockets of the community that maybe we don't normally get to work with, and try to find out ways we can be better partners and better serving our community.
Zell says Island Heritage Trust will be putting together a committee of locals and stakeholders to spearhead the development of that property in the very near future, and we will keep you up to date on that. Hey, real quickly, has some serious news to tell you about too. There's some breaking news at this hour. There's been a serious collision apparently between a tractor-trailer truck and another vehicle.
Jeep, yeah.
A head-on crash in Holden. Authorities have closed Route 1A down. I believe it's down around G&M Market, but you may want to avoid that area for a while anyway.
Seek alternative routes.
Yeah.
Now here's meteorologist Chase Ropanek.
Thank you very much. Your main weather this morning is also brought to you by SR1 Companies. Visit SR1 in Herman, Turner, Manchester, and Orono. We have the best prices on trailers, campers, tractors, heavy equipment, and more. SR1 Companies, where New England's largest selection meets unbeatable prices. Out there for lows this morning, a pretty warm morning compared to times in the past for the beginning of October, right? We usually don't see mid-50s to start off our morning. We're seeing that here in Bangor, low to mid-50s along your coastline, and even 62 degrees to start off your morning in Greenville for today. This is setting up for record high temperatures out there. Low to mid-80s is definitely what we're going to see. Our record high is 84 degrees last set in 1946, and I got our forecast high for today at 85 because we got the sunshine out there. No clouds are going to be bothering us, and we're going to see southwest winds helping fuel in that warm air for today. So I think we're going to beat it. So we've been riding the roller coaster of temperatures, though. It is the fall season, right? You can see we've got some 60s in the past few weeks. We've had our fair share of 80s as well. We saw 80 yesterday, going for 85 for today, and then we'll end out this hot streak with the upper 70s. going into tomorrow before we see some 60s and possibly even some 50s as well. That's going to be starting Wednesday, coming with some rain showers, so that's something that we definitely need, right? We have some extreme drought conditions. 58 for your Thursday, back near 60 on Friday. You can have a warm day compared to average. Here's our average, low 60s out there, right? So getting close to upper 60s on Saturday, but back near average for your Sunday. So this is what we're looking at for today. Plenty of sunshine, nothing out there to bother us. You're not going to see many clouds out there. If you do, maybe off to the northwest where you'll see some high clouds out there, and some of that can build up for tonight. Otherwise, mostly clear, and I will see mid-50s once again. And then here's that slowly increasing cloud cover for your Tuesday. We should stay dry during the day, but here's that much needed rain. We're going to see Tuesday night into your Wednesday. This will continue throughout your Wednesday morning, especially for areas in Bangor and further off to the east. Out there for today, 85 degrees for that high with that sunshine, and record high temps are to be had here in Bangor. For tonight, though, mostly clear. We'll see lows in the mid-50s. Winds from the south pretty light, right around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's a look at tomorrow. Highs in the upper 70s, so not as warm, but that's due to the increase in cloud cover. Going to stay dry throughout the day, but we could definitely see some rain going into tomorrow night. So here's the extended forecast. You'll see record highs for today, possible upper 70s for your Tuesday, and then here comes the cool down. 60 for Wednesday, coming with those rain showers, but then drying out Thursday and the Friday, upper 50s and low 60s then.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
No, and you get the latest phones.
High five.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
Time to get clean!
Yes, but that liquid detergent leaves you covered in harsh chemical residue. Not Earth Breeze. Just one sheet gives you a powerful clean.
Switch now at earthbreeze.com.
A few weeks ago, I went down to the basement to see what was happening with the boilers and opened the door, and there was about 12 to 14 inches of water in our basement. I knew who to call right away, and that was Bouchard. They were here within a half hour. They work well with our insurance company. They're very, very efficient, and all I have to do is call them any time of day. They're going to take care of me. Our business is our life, and that's why I don't hesitate to recommend them to other people.
Building a new home or garage or expanding your current living space, the Home Planning Center specialist at Hammond Lumber Company are here to help. Bring them your ideas and explore Hammond's digital library of stock drawings for more inspiration. Hammond's drafting department will provide a customized floor plan. Once you approve the design, you'll receive detailed plans and a complete materials list. And when you buy all your materials from them, Hammond will refund all your design fees. To get started, bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
You know Matt pretty well. Did he give you any advice?
He said that I should use 26 words or more.
25 words or less.
Wed, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
You just won it!
Weekdays at 9 on Fox 22.
The new iPhone 17 Pro is finally here. And at US Cellular, you can get it on us with no trade-in.
Wow, the new iPhone is thrilling.
It even has the ultimate pro camera system.
Too thrilling.
Get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
Welcome back, everyone. The oldest bike shop in Maine celebrated a festival dedicated to bikes on Sunday in Westbrook. Ernie's Cycle Shop held the 3rd annual Bike Fest at Quarryside. Bike experts offered rides and lessons, as well as e-bike demos, food trucks, music, and raffles. A Bike Fest coordinator says the goal is to make biking more accessible across Maine.
Right now we're at a time where people are realizing that cars aren't the best way to get around all the time, and it's so easy to do errands, go to school, go to work, either walking or biking. We really want to make bike and bike culture more accessible to people.
Event organizers say the event had a great turnout of bikes and people who wanted to learn more about the bike culture in Maine.
And hundreds gathered outside a church in Ecuador for an annual blessing for their furry companions. People stood outside San Francisco Church in Ecuador for the annual Feast of St. Francis of Assisi to have their animals blessed by the church. Pet lovers brought their cats, dogs, rabbits, and even roosters, along with more, to get those blessings. Many attendees held their beloved pets up in the air for some sprinkling of holy water as a sign that their pets are loved by God and humans alike. Attendees also took time to pray for the health and protection of their pets. The annual festival reflects the remembrance of St. Francis, who is considered the patron saint of animals by the Catholic Church.
How cute.
Pretty neat.
The little rooster.
Yeah, they do that around here sometimes. I haven't
Do
heard it for a while, but we'll have to
Yeah.
keep our eyes open for that.
Very
They
cool.
do a blessing of the pets.
Well, that is all the time we have for this morning, but as always, we thank you for joining us.
Hope you have a wonderful day.